Hello everybody, we're going to be looking at the underscore bulk endpoint provided by Elasticsearch, which is the most efficient and effective way to get large volumes of data into Elasticsearch. So if you're submitting data one at a time, so with a new HTTP connection for each document, then you're probably going to run into some 429 HTTP error codes where you're submitting too many requests. So you need to look at this underscore bulk endpoint. To demonstrate that today, we're going to use the Swagger for ES page that I've set up. You can go there from my website, sawme.net. You go to Swagger for ES and then just click here to open the Swagger page. It needs to connect into an Elasticsearch cluster. On the website, I've got some examples of how you can set up one with Bonsai or with Elastic Cloud. So these have got both free options. So you can just basically set them up and then have a play around. There's lots of other options, or you can run it locally. There's instructions again from the website to that, but I'm going to be obviously using the Bonsai Cloud. So when I open up this website page, it's going to populate that URL to submit the request into here. I'm going to pop in my authorization details, which is the basically HTTP basic auth for that endpoint. So this web page now can submit requests into my Elasticsearch cluster, and to verify that, we'll just go to the basics where we'll get the cluster health, and this is how you basically run requests. So you hit try it out and then execute. So that's running this curl command. So connecting to my Elasticsearch cluster, running the underscore cluster underscore health endpoint, and it's coming back with the information saying, yep, there's a 3-node cluster, it's all green, some indexes already created, but it's all good. So, so now we've confirmed that we have connected up the Swagger page to the Elasticsearch cluster. Yeah, let's jump straight in to talk about the underscore bulk endpoint. You'll notice here straight away that you don't specify the index when you're submitting requests to the underscore bulk endpoint. So yes, you can submit requests to multiple indexes within the same bulk request. The format of the bulk request is this new line JSON delimited file. So yeah, rather than sort of trying to explain it in abstract terms, this is an example what a new line delimited JSON file looks like. There's two parts, or two lines associated with every action associated. So we have the document that needs to be indexed, and then we have the metadata around that document. So that, the action that needs to be performed is the indexing action. This is the index that needs to go into, and here's the ID. You provide various other metadata, and obviously, yeah, the sky's the limit in relation to the source documents that you need to be indexed. But yeah, you'll see that there's basically two lines for every request. So this is how you need to format your requests when you want to submit it into Elasticsearch. If you're using a client library for Python, those kinds of things, yeah, there's slightly different structure, but in the end, it actually becomes this. So new line delimited JSON is what the bulk endpoint supports. So yeah, so that example file is available online, so you can download it here. So we'll hit, so I've downloaded it already, it's here, I'll just grab it, so I can submit it in, and then I'll hit execute. So that submitted that request to my Elasticsearch cluster, to the underscore bulk endpoint, and the body of that request was the file that you saw before, so this file here. So it's now gone through, and it took 5 seconds, and this is the metadata that's been created in relation to each one of those documents. So it's got a type of underscore doc, the result was created, yep, so 2 shards, that's successful. So yeah, so basically it's created the documents that we requested, and it's done it sort of within the one request. So within the one HTTP request, it's picked up that file and pushed it all into Elasticsearch. So you can support. Yeah, I'm not depending on the cluster and the memory allocations and the size of your documents. You can talk about thousands of documents that can be submitted within the one request. And yeah, obviously that's a lot faster than setting up new TCP and HTTP connections for each request. So yeah, give the underscore bulk endpoint a go if you're having any of those HTTP 429 errors. Yep, that's all we've got today. Cheers.